what in the Sam hell are you guys doing?
Welcome to Cue the Mic. I'm Darren Morth.
And I am lovely Randy Twyford.
Lovely.
And I'm Emma Derflinger, and this is episode 56. So, what's up, brothers?
What's up, brother? Special barbecue, special mac, special chicken, special restaurant, Tuesday.
What the fuck? What the hell are you guys? If this had been some kind of drug party or drinking party, I'd like you could have let me know. But what in the Sam hell are you guys doing?
Evidently, you're not up on pop culture, Randy.
The only pop I'm up on is Diet Coke and a Sprite every now and then.
just go out to your TikTok feed. Go out to your TikTok feed and type in sketch. And Sketch is, I don't even know how old this kid is. What,
he's like
18,
my age.
19?
He's like my age? Yeah,
but
I think
now he's this, he plays video games and he's this like multi-zillionaire now. They got him traveling all around the world.
Oh God, because he's just
when
a goofy guy.
Haven't you seen anybody go, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
You haven't seen that?
I got college kids that work for me, so they probably do it, and I don't even realize it.
Okay. So, Randy, tomorrow, next time you see them college kids, walk in and go, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, and they'll do the whole thing.
And
special
some
teams,
say, what's
special
up,
players,
brother?
special plays.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Well, that's...
Sorry for cussing.
Sorry for cussing.
The big thing this week is they found the movie Party On... What was it? Wayne's World?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And if I hear one person say that fucking zing, wing, or party on, I'm going to strangle somebody.
Party on, Garth.
Party on, Garth. We were busy and shit the other day, and they're working in the truck reenacting Wayne's World while I'm sitting there with people stacked giving me the stink eye because we can't get them fed fast enough, get them orders fast enough. And then people go, well, could we have that with the chips on the side and then the baked beans in a cup? And I'm just like, what the fuck? And these guys are over here Wayne World in it and just about to drive me. And I gave them one of these, and they're like, and they're pretty new working for me. They figured it out already. The level just went.
when they got the stink eye.
When they got the stink eye.
Oh God, that's
party on, Garth. Party on.
Party on, Wayne.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I can't believe we
walk in and do the what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, it'll be quite the time.
I'll do that.
They will understand.
And I'll report back to the group. Yeah. And I'll report back to the group.
So how was your week, Randy?
It's pretty good. Truck out every day. This just in. Porkinator has taken over as our number one seller of all of our products, all of our items.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
And it's still being sold. People are buying it and buying a sandwich with it.
You're shitting me.
Holy crap.
Kid you not.
No way. That's a lot of food.
Well, the only thing I can figure out is the guys that got the little girl with the curly top hair, that has the porkinator. Or the baconator. Has the baconator, They're Wendy's cheese fries.
Wendy's.
Oh,
Wendy's cheese fries.
I was like, what are you...
Well, I just kind of went off on a tangent there. And
okay.
Their portions, I've never seen their portions, but I guess their portions are pretty small. And that's the only thing I can figure what people are doing are buying, thinking it's going to be a small portion.
So
maybe tell them.
So what was that, Randy? So does it got mac or is it just fries, cheese sauce, and bacon?
And it's got fries, pulled pork,
and pulled pork.
Cheese sauce, and then bacon on top, and barbecue sauce.
Okay, and you're doing a hoagie full worth?
Yeah.
Hoagie container?
Yeah, pretty well.
Not a regular.
Yeah, a 4x6.
Yeah,
whatever,
putting
3 by 9,
putting it in those
4 by 9,
and
or 3. Okay, perfect.
but yeah, it's taken over, and I'm doing all the taking majority of the orders, and I would say 40% of the orders. Isn't that a pretty picture of Emma looking out into the sunlight with a glistening on her face? You're so tan. Where'd you get the tan?
Check out that tan. She's been fucking off all week.
That weird sentence. And no, I put on self tanner. I just
oh boy,
feeling a little pasty.
You're gonna look like Donald Trump now. You're gonna be all orange colored and everything.
No, that's my biggest fear. I just like to go for a nice glow.
Well, you've got a nice.
I was in Charlotte for a week, and everybody's tan there, and I was like, wow, I am shiny, and not in a good way. Like the sun was reflecting off my shins because I've never seen the sun, and I was like, I gotta change this.
But anyway, the Porkinator is selling really good. It's taken over. It's our number one seller right now. So, and
wow,
I would say
that's exciting.
I'd say 40% of the orders of the Porkinator go out with a side item. Go out with like a sandwich, a brisket sandwich or a pork sandwich or whatever. Typically a pork sandwich.
What's your price point on that?
$8.99.
That's not bad.
It just doesn't piss me off because I love that. It's just how much our dynamics are. So it's like every time we do these special sandwiches at the chicken and shit, like this nacho chicken sandwich that we did for Cinco de Mayo, where we took the chicken breast and we breaded it in raw flour nacho chips, and then you fry it. So then you have a nacho chip on the outside and seasoned, and it gets queso on top of it with jalapeno. I mean, it's really kick-ass good. I bet you we haven't sold 10 of those all week long.
Really?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's like, I'm jealous when you do shit like that.
And the only thing we've done is Facebook, Instagram, social media, and social media, and on a menu board. And I think it's on our menu board right there. When people come up, and it's down at the bottom where we have ribs, we can write in stuff, and we've got the Porkinator in there. And I can just watch their eyes. They'll look at the menu, and then they'll zero in on that Porkinator. And I think they see that. I don't know whether it's one of our lesser expensive items, whether that's drawing them. But I mean, we're going back to the second place, and I've got people coming back or coming and saying, "Hey, we talked to our so and so, and they had one of those Porkinators, and we want one of those." Huh. And we're advertising it as a Porkinator loaded cheese fries.
Huh. Yeah, so I had an idea when I saw, because most of the time it's hard to tell what's in that container. It just looks like a container, a blob on your social media.
I agree.
Right? Yes. Maybe you have your guy or gal, whoever, do one of those in the truck building it, throwing the fries in there.
We got one.
Oh,
there is one. Yeah, there is one.
Okay.
I'm almost positive there is.
Okay. I just hadn't seen a build. I just see, because it seems like every time you're holding it up, I'm like, it looks like a blob.
Just looks like a piece of shit.
It is, but
yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like a piece of shit. It just looks like a container full of food, but you don't know what's at.
I mean, it does. It is just like a container of brown.
Yeah.
Right.
I get what Darren's saying. But
this week's going to be the big week. This is going to be our big week for social media to see how well our social media works. We're moving locations on Wednesday. We're going moving from the Circle K where we've been for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We're moving down to the food truck park.
Oh, is it going? Is it started?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
People? He's got some people coming in there. He's got a Mexican truck. There's a Mexican food truck in there. What's that, Emma?
Does he have social media for the food truck park? Will there be like cross promotions?
I don't know whether he does not. I think he's kind of counting on us pretty heavy. And we got done shooting videos. Day before yesterday, we shot a bunch of videos and some new trends that are out on TikTok. We copied those. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen the deal of where somebody is something and then they jump into something else?
Yes.
Yeah, the vacation one. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
My favorite one's when Demi Moore is
boy.
with the family and all that, and she jumps in and she's in her bikini.
There's
That's my favorite one.
I don't know. There's one where this family does it, and one of the like daughters trips and runs straight into the grandma, and the grandma falls into the ocean, and they continued to do the trend as the grandma's like fighting for her
Yeah.
life. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
It is
that one.
hilarious.
So that's
Everybody's
what we're doing
okay.
to introduce the change. Is
You know what
doing one of those
trend you should do is the water trend right now. The one
What's
where a lot of people are doing like when you cut a coconut and it's like the coconut like exploded essentially, and then hold on, I just watched one this morning. And then it like transitions to someone getting splashed with all the water. It started with a heftier woman like in a pool, and she clapped her legs together in the
Oh, that one's like 6 months old.
No, but they started. I feel like I'm just now seeing it.
Yeah. That one's 6 months old. Where is she?
Yeah. I think they're funny. And then, like, the people are getting, like, they're throwing water on themselves, so it looks like she essentially splashed them. I think they're hilarious. But you should do that one, Randy.
So, yeah.
Even if it is.
That's the big move for the week. I'm nervous about it, but, you know, it's like, well, will people follow us down there or not? But they know where
if they
we're.
don't, guess what? If they don't, guess what?
What?
Back to the Circle K.
Okay,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's a good point. You just move.
Well, and I think, you know, people know the days we're at the Circle K when we're going to be there because they're on social media and see it posted. So if we post the hell out of that we're going to be at the new food truck park and everything, and there's places for them to sit down, we're going to have pictures. We got pictures of all the tables and awnings and it.
How far away from the Circle K is the food truck park?
I don't know whether it would be a half mile.
Oh, okay.
It's just around the
I didn't know if would it be far enough to where that could be a problem, but it doesn't sound like it.
No. So that'll be Wednesday.
Good.
So keep an eye out for all of our new videos and promotion for moving to the Circle K or moving to the Jacksonville Food Truck Park. So that's what's been going on this week.
Right. How about you, Emma?
I just got home. Well, I guess it's been a week now almost. I went to a music festival. That's why we really split that podcast into 2 episodes. So I spent a week in Charlotte. Because I'm fortunate enough to work from home, so I got to work out there for a week and then spent the weekend listening to music, and now I'm back and just hanging out. Nothing too crazy.
Any good food down there?
Yeah, I had a little bit. The food was you guys have turned me into a bit of a food snob because I feel like I'm now like really focusing on things that normally I wouldn't care about.
Right.
Especially with barbecue.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of picky. And I hate that.
Where'd you go eat barbecue down there?
Well, so we went to this brewery that was pretty close to my buddy's apartment. And they had a food truck. They had food trucks every night. So when we were out there, I'd go get some food truck food. But yeah, we had barbecue. I had barbecue the first night I was there, and it was okay. I mean, yeah, I wasn't like, this is amazing, like I was 2 days later when I had a lobster roll from a different food truck down there. But
let me ask you this: I didn't catch that. So he lives in an apartment complex where there's several apartments.
Yeah.
And so from every night, a different or some food trucks come in and set up just.
No, he lives. Yeah, he lives like.
Oh, at that brewery.
At
the brewery.
Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives like maybe a mile. A mile from a brewery, so we.
Okay, I got.
We would walk up there and go have drinks and dinner and just kind of hang out. They had a lot of events.
The trucks would come in there.
Yeah, they had like a designated parking spot.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right off the patio.
Sure.
So were the trucks making bank there or no?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Especially the lobster food truck, but a lot of that is probably because people were ordering multiple things off their menu, and it was pricey. I spent $30 on one lobster roll and a whoopie pie.
Yeah, that sounds right. Lobster roll anywhere. I mean, Florida, whatever, $25 for $25
I didn't
is a
realize,
lobster roll. Stupid.
Not really. I was like, I thought maybe it was food truck prices because sometimes they do tend to up those a little bit. But I was like, holy, because there was a because at the music festival they had vendors everywhere. They weren't. There was a couple of food trucks, but then most of them were just tents. And there was a lobster one there, and then I realized that was just the price of lobster rolls. I was like,
right.
Well,
Yeah. Last time I
probably
was
never
in
have
Florida,
another one.
we have a little seafood place, corner seafood place that we go to that we like to go. I mean, it's over in Fort Myers, but it's just a small mom and pop, and they have great fish tacos and everything. So
Yeah.
we like to go. Just a little corner of a strip mall. It's where the locals eat.
Yeah.
Right. And we went over there, and
is
they're
that
known
place
for their.
we went to, Darren?
Yeah. With
that's
just
good.
a little outside seating. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Sherry and I went back last time we were down there, and I'm like, I'm going to get a lobster roll. And they're like, well, we got a creamy lobster roll with mayo, or we have one that was butter poached. So it was cooked in butter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if I get the mayo one, it's yesterday's leftover lobster, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And mayo. And I'm like, so I'm going to get the butter poached. So I order the butter poached lobster. Once again, $25.
Yeah.
And I get it. And that fucking lobster had never touched butter. There was no sign of butter on it. And I'm like, what in the fuck? How do you butter poach lobster and not get any butter flavor? It
Right.
was
So
just like it was just, and the lobster was fine.
Yeah.
But it was like so disappointing.
Yeah. And that place is,
My lobster
I
roll was
remember
really
it was
good.
really good. All of our food was really good that day we ate there.
It was super good. The tacos were really good. And I think Sherry had fish or whatever, fish and chips. It was good. But yeah, it was really good. And so I was like pissed off. But I'm like, next time I'm going back, and I'll probably try a lobster roll going, are we going to butter poach this time, or what are we going to do?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of food, so last night I get home and I actually ran up and did a quick trip up to Minnesota in May.
How'd that go?
Barbecue contest. It was good. We'll get into that here in a second.
Okay.
But when I got home, Sherry says she was going out with her mom to dinner with her and her sister. And so they went out to this thing. She goes, you want me to bring you anything? I said, no, you won't. I'll be home at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I'm going to be hungry way before then. I'll just eat something on the way home, which I did. But anyway, get home. She goes, you still hungry? And I'm like, well, yeah, a little bit. And she's like, I brought home half an Italian chef salad. So it was just, from Sonny's Bistro, a little place.
Yeah.
And it it's got lettuce and cheese and it had roast beef and capicola and pepper and ham, I think, in it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a salad, but no, I'm not. So I got out the cutting board and I'm making myself a chopped sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And Sherry's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, and then I grabbed some pepperoncinis out of the refrigerator and I piled that on and I chopped it all up and then I threw it in a bowl with mayo and mixed it up. And then I didn't have a hoagie bun. So I had 2 slices of white bread.
Hey, who cares?
So I put it on there and put a little salt and pepper on top of that bitch. It was so good. And Sherry's looking at me like, what in the fuck are you doing? And I'm like,
I bet
this
that
is
was
so
trending.
good. My mom
this
makes
is
one.
Trending. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
my mom makes one that's really good.
and I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm making a chopped sandwich. It's trending. I said, I'm going to put that on the menu at the breakfast, it's my jam.
Yeah.
And she's
You
like,
should.
I thought you weren't doing anything bougie. And I'm like, it's not fucking bougie.
No, it's really not. It seems elevated. It seems like an elevated meal, but it's not at all. It's just a salad cut up more.
Yeah, just take like a chef salad.
put it on
I
bread.
thought about doing it with a chef salad, like for Funky D's. Because
should.
we have the ham and the turkey and the egg and tomato.
Yeah.
And just chopping the shit out of it. I think it still needs heat, so I'd probably put a pepperoni in there or something like that.
Right.
So good.
So good. They're so good.
You make a sandwich out of it.
And so easy.
Yeah, you just chop it all up, finely dice it all, and then you put mayo in it.
Chopped
and mix
sandwiches.
it up. Or you could put Italian dressing or whatever.
Yeah, chopped sandwiches are all. People are doing chicken Caesar salad sandwiches, like chopped chicken Caesar salad
I've never
sandwiches.
heard
Those
of
are good. Your TikTok is lame.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok as much as I should.
Instagram Reels. That's actually where mine all are. I'm a big all my food
getting
stuff's
more
on
into-
Instagram Reels.
I'm getting more into Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
It said my
I
screen
bounce
time
between
was down. It's been a busy week. it said my screen time was down 35% this week.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
My last week was pretty insane too.
Yeah.
But
So anyway, I had
Yeah.
a crazy week. We're
going on?
Full on. Well,
Yeah, let's
we're
hear about
full
it.
on remodel mode. So we're
Okay.
finally closing on the breakfast restaurant tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
I thought
We're
I thought it was supposed to close last week.
Well, she closed it,
Oh, got
but
it.
I'm actually closing the financial deal.
Oh, got
And
it.
I hope it goes through because I've already torn out the entire kitchen. I've torn out the entire ceilings. I've done all this remodel work and I still don't own it.
Oh boy.
Oops. So hopefully it goes through. It'll go through. But
if it didn't, I'm not gonna
but
lie. it'd be
I
kinda
tell you
funny
what,
if it didn't.
we thought this was going to be a pretty simple, hey, let's put a new HVAC system in and some new equipment and throw a coat of paint on her.
Okay.
And
No.
I walked in that must have been Wednesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I said why is this mop sink elevated? It was elevated about a foot off the ground. And Melinda goes, well, didn't I tell you about that pump? And I'm like, no. Well, so all the dish machine and everything drain into a pump that then pumps water, the wastewater, up the wall 8 foot, across the kitchen 30 feet, down 8 foot, and out into the
Holy
septic system.
shit.
And
For
what
what
it was,
reason?
well, because what happened was when they remodeled, they didn't want to take the time and the money to cut out the floor to put
Right.
a drain in. So it would just naturally drain. So
Right.
this pump, and I said, well, do you have problems with this pump? She goes, oh, yeah, all the time. It's always not working. And I'm like, okay. So I called the plumber and said, get your ass out here. Let's look at this. And so he's like, okay, yeah, I can do this and this and this. And yeah, we can do it. I said, I want to just put it, but while you're doing it, let's just put some floor drains in so we can clean the kitchen floor. And he's like, yeah, I'll cut out a 4-foot path. I'll have somebody come, we'll jackhammer out the floor, do a floor, and then we'll pour it back. And he goes, the kitchen's only 10 foot by 40 foot. He's like, you're probably just better to tear out the whole damn kitchen. Tear out the entire floor of the kitchen. Get it all, pour new concrete, tear it all out, put the new plumbing in, put it all so all the walls drain to the center, to the drains, so you
Right.
can really take a hose and wash things down.
Right.
So, $50,000 later, we're going to be off on a plumbing project.
Yeah, but it'll be right when you get it done.
It'll be right when we get it done. That's what I keep telling my wife. It'll be right when we get done. But man, she's starting to fret. I'm just a little bit. I'm probably going to double my budget of what I said I was going to do.
That goddamn water thing, pumping that water through the ceiling and everything. That's about as fucking hokey a deal as I ever heard of.
I've seen it done. We do it on a small scale. So we do it. We have our blast chiller that we blast stuff, and it's got a defrost drain on it, and there's no drain by. So we actually have a small line. We do the same thing on a smaller basis that pumps through a 1-inch plastic line up and across to the dish room. We've been doing it for years, but we're not putting that amount of water in.
But
so
I'm just saying that sheer amount of water that you would be putting through there from those dish machines.
Yeah, but she's just got a little single under counter dish machine.
Oh, okay.
That goes through. Now, of course, I've called the dish guy out, and we're putting in a whole new dish machine unit and hot water heaters and yeah. So it's quite the project, but they got good timelines. We think we can get that all done in the next 2-3 weeks. So
good.
I'm meeting everybody involved with the HVAC system to get the final. So once we tore out the ceiling, you get to see what's actually in the ceiling, and now we can design the system. So hopefully, I don't know, it's going to take some time, but hopefully, a month from now would be nice, but I'll be in Canada. And so
a month and a half from now,
I'm hopefully as we get towards the end of June, we can get this baby open. I don't know.
That'd be good.
It'd be nice. I'm just trying to keep the employees busy. We took out all the kitchen equipment that was there and put the old Sam's Club degreaser to it and the Hotsy to it. And we spent a full day doing that and a full day tearing the ceiling, just trying to keep them employed somewhat.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to keep them busy. And one of the gals, she's selling some of the kitchen equipment, and she likes selling shit on Facebook Market. I'm like, hey, knock yourself out 10%, whatever you sell, boom, boom, boom. So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, but yeah,
Interesting.
so that's moving along. This week we're kind of now since the remodeling part, now it's going to be waiting on everything to get anything done. Now I'm got to take some time and design out the entire kitchen. You know, I know under the hood what's happening there, but I got to design all the other refrigeration. And oh
Right.
yeah, let's just go ahead and put a new walk-in cooler outside. And if you put it outside, then you get put it on a slab with footings, and guess what? Everything is 50,000.
That's the magic
Everything
number.
is 50,000 is the magic. Everything I touch, every project I look at is 50,000.
Holy shit.
It hasn't failed yet.
God, to have that kind of money.
Huh?
To have that kind of money.
Well, the only way I'm justifying it
Mm-hmm.
is I said, Sherry, you know, when we get to the end of the year every year and we have to go foolishly spend stuff to get, reduce our tax base.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to be foolish this year.
You ain't going to be doing that this year.
We're going to fucking spend it all up front.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but once you get it all set up and going, it'll be done right, and it'll flow right,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to
I mean, yeah, it's
make things
not like
crank
it's
down
a
there.
bad. Yeah, you're not making necessarily bad decisions.
But I tell you, you can't. Oh no, they're all great. They're all positive. It's all going to make
happen.
employees' jobs faster. It's just going to be better in the long run.
Yeah, just like you have to do it at all.
But why it's torn apart, we're tearing it apart. So we
yeah, exactly.
Better now than later.
But it's hard to get anything done because all the locals, they don't know where to go. Like all the guys that came in from breakfast, they don't know where to go. Like all the guys that I went to breakfast with on a daily basis there, they're just staying home at this point. And we're like, don't know where to go. Well, I've been hopping up because there's a little breakfast place up here in Prairie Trail, which is right up north of us here. And they open at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've been running pretty hard from 3 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. So come 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready for breakfast. So I've been just hopping up there at 6 for about 20 minutes, getting my breakfast and having to eat a bougie damn breakfast because they don't serve anything that's not fucking bougie.
Well,
but a lot of people are willing, but all these people stop by every day. So when you're doing stuff, they just walk in. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, come along. Hey, like this morning I was down there. I had to load one pressure washer up into a trailer. 3 people stopped, and I wasn't there 10 minutes. Hey, what's going on? I hear this place was permanently closed. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Whatever. So I'm like,
yeah. Do you have your coming soonish sign up yet?
It's all designed. It was supposed to go up, I thought, Friday. It's not up, so I'm assuming it'll go up tomorrow. And then I haven't got the bid yet on the permanent sign on the building, but I'm sure it'll be 50,000 because nothing's failed me yet.
Yeah.
But no, we got a sign company right across the street, and so they're Johnny on the spot. So
okay, good.
Yeah, so we got to get the coming soon. Right now, I think people know it's closed because there's a 30-foot dumpster out in front that we tore out everything in. So
pretty good sign.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Pretty good sign that you're closed when the big dumpster's out front.
I'm excited.
When the big dumpster's out front. Yeah. I want to try and do special things.
Yeah.
But I don't want to become bougie. Last week I had a weak moment and I thought I was going to do a liquor license there. Right? I thought, we do some mimosas and whatever. And then I finally looked at myself in the mirror and said, hey, dumbass, you're here to serve just an old school breakfast and lunch. And you don't want people sitting around for 2 hours bougie and around.
Space. Yeah.
And so I'm like, no liquor license, done. Old school cafe does not have a liquor license.
Right.
Well, old school cafe probably didn't need a liquor license.
Right. And this one won't either.
Good for you.
But yeah, well, I feel like you could. So it's all going to be old school. You're not going to try to do any. I mean,
I feel
like you could have a balance. Because
Well,
I feel
if
like
I'm
even
gonna,
old school, they're starting to throw in like a couple of specials here and there.
and that's what I'm trying to, it's like I know the two things that are going to be on the menu, three things that aren't there is
Mm-hmm.
fresh made chorizo,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Avocados and spinach because I like avocados and I like spinach.
Right.
And I think
Hell yeah.
spinach kind of dresses up the salad, but people always want spinach for their omelet,
Yes.
Right.
right? So
Right.
I
Love me
think
some
those
cooked
are the
spinach.
three. Now, I mean, people are sending me ideas and stuff, and I'd like some of these sandwiches to
By
be
people, he
a
means my mom and
little,
I.
yeah. I mean, a grilled cheese with bacon with jam on it.
Dude, it was so good.
What kind of
It
jam? Was it spicy or not?
it was. I think it was like black. I think it was like a black raspberry, just like regular
Yeah,
fruity jam. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I didn't eat it. I mean, I've had it before. I didn't have it yesterday. But
So when I
shout out to
originally
Brass
opened
Tap
this up, since
in Cedar
it's my
Falls.
jam cafe,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make my own jam.
Right.
Well,
How's
Yeah,
that going?
as you should.
well. It I made my own first batch,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
And I made a pint of jam, and I bought frozen fruit instead of fresh fruit because I
Mm-hmm.
figured I better work with that as the basis because it's not always going to be great to get fresh fruit.
Sure.
So I
Right.
bought fresh fruit. So that pint of jam cost me $8.99 to make.
Oh.
Oh.
And so I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. So I went and met with a local company here in Des Moines that produces jams like right a mile north of us.
Oh.
And
Okay.
they have a whole production facility and bottling line. They
Ooh.
make salsas. They make like all the Kramer salsas, and they make so they make jams and whatever. And he can private label jams in jars for me. So I'm like, from a consistency standpoint, now he gave me like
Mm-hmm.
30 samples of different jam because I learned a lot about jam. I spent 3 hours on Thursday talking about
Mm-hmm.
jam, about pectin levels in the jam. And,
Right.
some jams are very chunky, fruity. Some jams are very spreadable. Some jams are pourable, like a
Mm-hmm.
blueberry jam that you would pour over the top of French toast
Okay.
is very pourable. So I got to find something in the middle because I just want to feature like 2 or 3 jams
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and maybe bring in one spicy jam
Yeah.
and so I envision when you order anything toast or whatever, hey, would you like jam with that? What would you like? And we would
Mm-hmm.
just order it and bring it out. So, but in the back, we're probably going to have that not prepackaged, but we'll have it in in
Mm-hmm.
container or ramekins that will bring it out with
Right.
your meal as fresh. I mean, there's nothing better than like fresh preserves at a meal
No.
Mhm.
No,
for
I
a
agree.
breakfast meal. Even though, truth be known, it's not going to be made from scratch in the kitchen. I just don't think we can handle that in a 400 square foot kitchen and still bottle it and still do all that stuff we want to do. So pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get there. I think we're going to get there. I just need to make some decisions relatively quick so we can start. I mean, I can take my own recipe in there and he'll produce my own recipe.
He'll make it up.
Yeah, he'll do whatever I want. So,
Huh.
and small batches. He can
Yeah.
do
Oh,
60. He can do
That'll be
60
kinda
gallon
nice.
batches. So that's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I
I'm
need to get
excited.
I need to go get a loaf of bread and do some jam
Toast.
tasting. Toast. Make some toast. And then
Man.
so
Miss that.
so I'm starting, I got this menu and I've got to get
Mm-hmm.
it kind of all in one place. I got a lot in my head and I got not a lot on paper and one of the things that every breakfast place I go to, and you guys will help me with this. Every breakfast place I go to now serves one slice of toast versus 2. But it's
Oh,
but it's
cut in half.
but it's a much nicer piece of. It's
Yeah.
not just little Wonder Bread. It's a nice piece of
Little thicker
toast, but it's
bread.
cut in half. Little
Right.
thicker bread. Little
Yeah.
Do I do
mean,
that?
for the most part.
But then I offer, hey, you want an additional slice of toast for kind of cost? Here's my cost because I can, a piece of bread like that. You're running 35 cents cost, so that's $1.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's
Right.
say that's even more than $1 on your menu price. Breakfast probably should run 20% food cost. So really you're 4 times that. You're $1.25 cost on that slice of toast.
If you,
So
and that's if you did a fancier one.
Do I price in the fancier one, cut it in half, and if you want another slice of toast, I'll give it to you for 50 cents.
Yeah.
Or $1, you know.
Yeah. Because I feel like, I mean, when I get that kind of stuff, I don't even eat all of the bread. So.
Well, I think we live in a world that people try and eat less bread.
You're right. I think that would be the thing to do. Is at first I was like, I would rather have 2 slices and just include it in.
But I mean, heck, you cut it in half, and then people start stacking stuff on it. Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that wouldn't want to eat as much as I do.
Well, like the 2 slices, you know, a lot of people, I've had multiple people tell me, because I ask this question to everybody I see now, because market research, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to stop and ask how the restaurant's going, I'm going to ask you a toast question. And most of them like, I like to use 1 slice of toast to slop up my bread, and I like to use one with jam on it that's my dessert.
Right.
Okay.
Which if it's good and big and cut in half, then you still can probably do that.
Yeah, if you're doing a pretty decent size bread.
Yeah.
Pretty decent sized piece of bread.
Just upscaling that bread.
You know what? I'm going to ask my brother what he thinks. JJ is like the breakfast guy in our family. And I feel like I'll ask him what he thinks, because he gets breakfast pretty religiously. Yeah.
I'm a breakfast guy too. I'm like over the top excited to start menu testing, because I'm just going to eat the fucking shit out of breakfast.
I miss that part of my job.
I am going to eat breakfast till I puke every day.
Ooh, gross. Why?
But it is a great weight loss program for somebody like me. I mean, I'm averaging about 15,000 steps a day. I'm awake from 3 in the morning till 8 at night, and I've lost 5 pounds in the last week.
I was really concerned. I was really concerned by what part of that you were going to say was a good weight loss program, because you did just mention that you were going to eat breakfast till you puked, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm not going to be bulimic or whatever.
We don't need any of that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's good that you're moving.
Yeah, my knee is screaming, so that's...
Oh my God, I have knee problems. I'm 25. That doesn't seem fair. Healthiest I've ever been. I got bad knees. Stupid.
It is what it is.
Other than that, but so I took a little. So this week I mean, pretty stressful, and I'm usually good at knocking that off. But man, I just couldn't get shit off my mind. I just had so much flying on, and so I had signed up for this Minnesota in May barbecue contest, which was up in St. Peter, Minnesota. 25th anniversary of this contest. Well, it was up in St. Peter, Minnesota, which is just kind of north of Mankato, west of Mankato.
Okay.
Oh, damn, you were up there.
3.5 hours away. So I'm sitting here telling myself all the way up until Thursday night, I'm like, just cancel out this thing. You got too much shit to do. You got too much shit to do. And then I'm like, what am I going to cook on? Because I sold my barbecue trailer. So I had 2 choices. I had an enclosed trailer that I had a can and an FE in the back, or I had my Jambo pull behind, and back and forth. And I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm trying to and finally I'm like, Friday morning, I'm like, okay, I'm going. I'm actually going to go. I'm committed to going, but I can't get out of there until 11 or noon. So I wasn't going to get there till late, but I'm like, so I pull home at 11:15. I have both trailers sitting there ready to go. I just didn't know which one I was taking. And I'm like, screw it. I looked at the weather. It's going to be 78 degrees. I'm taking the Jambo. So I threw a tent in the back of the Tahoe, a couple tables in the Jambo, threw my shit in, and off I went. I figured if I forgot anything, I got friends, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so I go up there, and it's really windy. And I'm like, okay, screw it, not setting up a tent. So I just... quick injected my meat. I didn't get there till 4:00 on Friday afternoon, and quick injected my meat and whatever. I'm like, I'll deal with the tent tomorrow when it's not windy. And then I got up the next morning. It was just beautiful. I'm like, well, I don't need no tent. So I never even set up a tent. I
never even set her up.
I had 2 tables. I just had 2 tables. I was roughing it. Had to sleep the night in the Shiggin and Grinnin trailer.
Oh boy!
Or in the Shiggin and Grinnin in his motorhome on the couch.
Well,
he'd said something about, hey, this light. You want me to block this light. And I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking tired, Jeff. It doesn't matter. Had me a couple bourbons. I was fine. And so I sleep on this couch, right?
Okay.
And not a very comfortable couch, but it's fine. I can sleep anywhere. So I get to sleep, and my knee is just, my meniscus in my knee is fucked up, and it's just throbbing. I mean, it is, and I could not get comfortable. And every time I turned an inch, there was a motion detector light on his step, and the light came on.
Oh, boy.
Every time I turned, the light would come on and shine. And every time I turned, the light would come on. And then it was like, and I probably slept for 3 hours really, really good. And then it was like, I'm like, holy shit, this fucking light. And at 2:00 in the morning, the fucking security company calls from the restaurant.
Oh, boy.
And I'm in the trailer. He's in the back. So I'm like, I looked at the phone. Fuck it. They'll call somebody else. And one of the cleaning crews had set off the alarm. And I'm like, whatever. It got to Sherry's sister. I said, Sherry, did you get a security call last night? No, must have called Brenna. Yeah, they called Brenna. But all you had to do was get up and look at the cameras and whatever. And like, it was quite the interesting. But let's just say by the time I turned in my brisket at 1:30, and by 1:45 I was on the road. I mean, I had everything loaded up because I knew that I couldn't wait until 4:30 awards and leave at 5:30 and drive home because I was just going to be exhausted.
You're just going to be passed out.
Yeah.
And I must have been a little dehydrated. I stopped, and on the way home, 3.5 hour trip, I drank 4 full bottles of water. One of them was big, a 32-ounce Gatorade, and a big coffee. And I was still thirsty as shit when I got home. I thought I was maybe borderline diabetic or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you have to stop and pee very much?
I don't know if I want to know the answer to this question.
Well, as much as you drink, hell, I'd be stopping every 30 miles to take a leak.
I did. You know, I stopped and washed out the pit, Randy.
Yeah.
At the car wash. So I just whipped open the door and pissed in the car wash.
Oh my God.
Not a thing wrong with that. Not a thing wrong with that.
So many things are wrong with that.
I did have twice on the way up and on the way back. The Quick Star in Iowa, it's a quick trip in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a chicken salad. They have a chicken salad sandwich on whole grain bread that is like the legit real deal shit.
Yep.
It is amazing. And I'm going, boy, that sounds good. So I had one of those on the way up for a late lunch, and then yesterday on the way back for an early dinner. That's what I had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called Quick Star in Minnesota, but it's the Quick Trip down in Iowa.
It's Quick Trip in Minnesota. Because we have quick trips in Iowa.
Right.
And so they couldn't name it Quick Trip, so they named all their Iowa stores Quick Stars.
Quick Star.
Oh,
and they have.
I got you.
And they're
one
of
Holy
those.
Grail nowadays.
Yeah, they're the one. So they have their own. They fry their own chicken tenders. They fry their own chicken.
Oh boy.
It's one of those things that this place amazes me because they have, you can buy bread and donuts and
It's the ultimate convenience store.
Huh. It really is because they've got, you know, when you walk in, Randy, they've got probably a 10-foot long merchandiser that's oval that goes, you can walk all the way around this refrigerated merchandiser.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you can buy fresh pizzas. Not frozen, but they've been frozen, I'm sure. But you can buy fresh pizzas. You can take and bake pizzas. You can buy bags of soup. You can buy everything. You can buy meatloaf dinners and all this stuff. But then you go around the other side. You can buy a pound of hamburger. You can buy 2 pork chops. You can buy little steaks. You can buy
so it's a little store
peppers,
too.
Onions,
little
potatoes.
Grocery store.
Yeah, but all in that grocery store part is all in one merchandiser.
I'll be damned.
And they just got
endless food. So if you need something quick, I mean, we have one about a half mile from the house, maybe a mile from the house now. And so it's like, oh, shit, I went to the grocery store. I forgot a green pepper or a red pepper. Oh, fuck, let's just go to Quick Star. Go to Quick Star. They only have 3 of them, but they got them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll be damned.
But then if you go in at lunch, they always perplex me because when you go in at lunch, you will get run over by people, and they sell all kinds of sandwiches. And the
Dude,
sandwiches are just like...
They have a chicken and waffle sandwich that I have had dreams about before.
So their sandwiches are okay. Okay,
I like them.
They're known for their chicken tenders, but
Yeah.
they sell, like, I bought a fish sandwich too when I was there. It was $1.99 for a fish
Isn't that
sandwich.
crazy? Talking about
That's
buying a
pretty
fish
cheap.
sandwich at a grocery store in the middle of Iowa.
Yeah,
Or
you
at
would
a
like it.
gas
in Minnesota.
station.
So I buy this fish sandwich, and the only thing, it was fine. It just needed salt. It was it was like a filet of fish sandwich for $1.99, right? And so all these construction workers and stuff, they come in at lunch and they'll all buy 2 or 3 sandwiches because they're so cheap. But they'll buy, you can buy a hamburger for $2.99. You can buy chicken tenders for $3.99, and their chicken tenders are huge. They fresh bread them and fry them in the back.
Right.
So they're pretty good. They're almost
They got good sides too.
They're almost too pumped with stuff because they're almost too salty type texture wise. It's almost too much, but they are juicy. Ooh, Randy's drinking a Monster.
One of those days, huh?
Yes. I've already pulled a pit full of pork this morning, so.
A pit full of pork?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
Well, I only did 10 cases. I had 12 fills it, so I only had 10 because that's all I can haul in my truck. Or, excuse me, the refrigerated truck that delivers it can haul. And they took me about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's actual pulling time. I got clean up and prep, getting ready for it. So hour and 10 minutes.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, which
That's
is not
not bad.
much, but I wanted to get it done before we did this. So
Yeah. Interesting. So what else is going on? We were talking about doing other stuff, and here we are 46 minutes into...
Yeah, I feel like we just needed to catch up. We didn't talk last
just-
week, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So we just needed to catch up, I guess.
Anything else new and exciting? Of course, we got more jam coming up this week, and just try to, keep plugging away at that project. My other project down in Southeast Iowa was heating up a little bit, so.
I got a question for you. Mother's Day, is that a big day for you there at the restaurant?
Yeah.
But not like Father's Day.
No, Mother's Day is actually bigger than Father's Day.
I was wondering
It
about
is?
that.
Let me just give you an idea. Yesterday,
Really? I didn't realize that.
Yesterday we did $35,000 in sales just through the restaurant alone, and did another 20 caterings on top of that. So today we'll do more than that. Yeah, that was kind of the emergencies this morning. Is we were so busy yesterday. Sherry bought 40 pounds of apples. Our food purveyor delivered the wrong apples to us on Friday morning.
Right.
So they gave us red apples instead of Granny Smith for the famous apple dumpling.
Right.
So Sherry's running around trying to find somebody to get us 40 pounds of Granny Smith apples. So she found 40 pounds. Well, they needed 30 pounds more this morning
Oh.
to get through. And then she's like, we were 20 pounds short of cabbage slaw. And she's like, where am I going to find that much cabbage slaw? I'm like, you're not. Just go find some cabbage, have them throw it through the buffalo chopper, and life will be good.
Right.
So she's running around doing stuff while we're podcasting, getting all this stuff. And
so it'll be a big day for you.
It'll be a big day.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, we don't want mothers to cook on Mother's Day. They deserve a day off.
Exactly.
And we are a very busy place because you can bring the whole family back to the economical thing, I mean, like our average ticket price.
Whole pit is going to be a big deal today.
Yeah, well.
Or the family plat.
You know what's funny? Before we've even opened the doors, we've already got $4,000 worth of pre-orders of meals already.
Really? Holy Toledo.
I'm like,
that's a lot.
I said, is somebody watching this? Because I was in this morning. I said, somebody watching this because you're going to get smacked. Is somebody pre-watching this because I don't want the line to get hit with $1,000 worth of sales? I mean, yesterday at one point we were Yeah, and it keeps going up. I mean, by this time we're already up off our normal Sunday. We're
Yeah.
already up 24,000% according to my
24,000%?
24,000%. Yeah, we're up to over
Oh my
$5,000
goodness.
already, and we haven't even
Well,
opened the door yet.
On just online
But-
Happy
orders.
Mother's Day.
But like yesterday, our average ticket was
Uh-huh.
only $35. Now,
Yeah,
that's
isn't it crazy?
Average
That's
ticket,
crazy.
That's, you know, but we
I'm over
served,
here.
what, 1,000 some whatever, but knocked it out. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
these are the times that are going to pay for plumbing,
Yep.
Yeah.
right? Because you know
yeah.
we're running 12 to 15% labor, which is amazing. Everybody's knocking it out. All the employees today, they all get a bonus. They all get $5
Yeah.
an hour incentive to work on Mother's Day.
Do they really?
Yep. So it was like you would think you're overstaffed. We were not overstaffed this morning because everybody was humping trying to get the prep caught up from yesterday for this morning. But yeah,
And
they
then
all
to
get
get
$5 an hour. And so even your normal people that don't work Sundays are working Sundays.
Yeah.
Just
Are
so
they
they
really?
can get that $5 incentive, which is great. That's what we wanted to do. And trust me, there'll be money made that we'll be
Yeah.
able to pay for that. So
Sure.
yeah.
Do you guys want to hear what I got my mom for Mother's Day? It's something little, but I thought it was pretty funny. So I don't know if she said it in the podcast last week, but 3 of her 4 children are moving home in the next 4 weeks. So it's going to be a little, they went from an empty nest to a full house again, real quick. And so I got my mom a candle that she could light when she needed to remember her, what I think should be her favorite child, because I didn't move home. But I got her a candle that said, the title of it is Mom's Last Nerve. And the bottom of it, like the subheading says, "Oh, look, it's on fire." I thought that shit was so funny. And then when she lights it,
I almost feel like I should DoorDash her a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think so. Carter moved home. The youngest one moved home a couple weeks ago. Josie moves home, I think, tomorrow. And JJ and his girlfriend got into DMU, and they are moving home, I think, in 2 weeks. So, yeah, full house.
Yeah, no
She
kidding.
loves it.
Yeah. I don't know. Right now, I think she's on the fence.
You think
But-
she's on the fence?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they empty nest for almost a year.
Empty nest is so nice.
Yeah,
So
and then
nice. So it is so nice.
then they,
Randy,
go-
Randy's always been an
Yeah.
empty nester, so he doesn't
yeah, no,
get appreciate
going
but-
from no kids to almost all of them, I feel like is not ideal, but they're doing it. And I'm sure she'll have some days where she's really pumped, and then some days where they'll all be on her last nerve, and she'll want to light it on fire.
She'll
you know?
light her
Well,
candle.
it just depends. It just
Yeah.
depends. Are they
And then
bringing
she'll
their
call
own?
me.
Are they bringing their own food, or are they back on the feed bag?
Pick on the feed bag.
So that'll be.
Mom and I go out for drinks right now because there's a Bar Louie in West Des Moines. I don't know if you've been there, D-Dub. They're doing this
No.
crazy deal right now.
Sounds bougie.
It's
I'm out.
It's okay.
I'm out.
They're doing this crazy deal right now where if you just downloaded their app and give them, like, if you're a part of their rewards, which isn't really a whole lot, until June 30th, if you buy 2 martinis, you can get a free appetizer, which is nothing. So,
But it still drives you to do that.
yeah. I mean, we're saving like $20. Like, their appetizers aren't necessarily cheap. I'm
Yeah,
spending
but
15.
what's how much do they charge you for a martini?
$7.50.
So
About.
$7.50.
Yeah, because we can get 2 martinis and it cover our. Because you have to spend $15 to get the free app. So Mom and I figured out how many martinis we need to have each, because we both have the app. So we'll get 2 appetizers and then we'll each have 2 martinis. It's a fun time, but we do it about once a week. And now I feel like she's gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to do it more than once a week?"
But
She's gonna need a break. It's the only time I drink all week is when my mom needs a martini and a buddy.
And a
So nobody should drink alone.
And a friend.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
I got one last thing that I need to figure out is so I'm cooking Mother's Day dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't thought. I know they want steak, which I'm cooking myself pork chop because I'm not steak. So I'm going to go get steaks. I've got officially just a few hours before this has to be done.
I was going to say, you better kind of get to hoofing it. That's only 10:30.
What am I gonna serve to a bunch of picky people that will be good?
I don't know. That's a hard question to ask people because I'm not a picky eater. So I don't ever know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
How about just the basic baked potato and salad?
I was just trying to avoid that.
Okay.
Okay, well, what do you...
That's
I don't know. What do they
want.
like?
Okay,
then it's their day. Make them what they want.
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
That's
what the mothers want. That's what the mothers get. But if you want something for yourself, then just pretty much make your own meal.
Jack up the salad some, and then have all the stuff. Because have all the stuff kind of make a baked potato bar.
Yeah, that could be fun.
You know what they'll put on their baked potato if I have a baked potato bar?
Yeah.
Butter, cheese.
Butter and sour cream.
No, just butter?
They won't put sour cream.
Okay.
Just butter.
They'll put butter.
Well, that pretty well makes sense.
No need for the...
Yeah, unless I do it twice bake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one of those situations where whatever they want is what they should get.
I'd do a twice baked potato because you can't hardly beat one of them, and then a jacked up salad of some sort.
And a vegetable. I got to have a vegetable.
Broccoli.
Oh, I was like, what is a vegetable?
I might as well. I'll have broccoli. I'll be the only one.
That's what I was thinking, Randy.
Because you know what they like for vegetable?
What?
Corn.
That's
what they want. Corn.
Hey, that sounds good too.
That's the only vegetable they want is corn.
They're very Iowan. I like that about them.
They might eat a little bit of green bean.
Don't waste your green beans. Just do the corn. You know your customer.
Maybe I'll just take them to Outback Steakhouse
or Sizzler,
Texas
Roadhouse,
or
something like that, and then they can. Oh, you probably couldn't even get in Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, little Griffin's got the flu, so no Griffin today. So no grandkids. So
that stinks.
You couldn't probably get into Outback today.
No.
Maybe.
The lines would be so
now
bad.
I want Texas Roadhouse rolls.
I know, and that's what I should go home and make Texas Roadhouse rolls too, but they just
cinnamon butter.
Them.
They what?
They're so plain Jane that.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I say we got your menu: twice baked potato, jacked up salad, and some corn.
Boom.
Jacked up salad. I guess I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll do a chopped barbecue ranch salad.
There you go.
Ranch dressing and bacon and tomatoes and chop it up.
Perfect.
And make a chopped salad. Maybe
sounds
good.
Cheese
in there.
And then you can whatever leftovers you have can be a sandwich for later.
Ooh.
Add
a little chicken breast into that bitch.
Yeah. Boom.
And you say you put mayonnaise in that to make those sandwiches out of those chopped salads?
Yeah. I mean, you could do
Italian
dressing too, or whatever.
I've never heard of it before.
Oh, Randy, I'm telling you, just take anything you want in a salad. Hell, dude, you know what I would do? Go to the convenience store and buy a damn chef salad.
Yeah.
Go to the convenience store and take it out and put it on a cutting board and chop the shit out of it and put mayo or ranch dressing in and mix it all up and put it on a hoagie bun.
Really?
It's stupid how good it is. It's so easy.
And what's crazy is when you chop it up like that. So Sherry had half a chef salad left over. It was in a styrofoam 9x9. Right. And it was half full. It was exactly half full. That made such a huge sandwich. I mean, I could have made 2 sandwiches out of that half chef salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get it all chopped up.
It feels like it gives you, you feel like you have more food.
But you got to do it fresh. You can't just do it like a week ahead or a day ahead of time. Whatever. It won't be
do it right
shit. but you just chop it up right then.
Huh.
I think I'm cooking dinner tomorrow. Maybe we'll do chops sandwiches. Yeah, that sounds
We
good
might have
now.
to give that a spin.
I'm having sushi today. That's what
Sushi?
Yeah, we celebrated Mother's Day yesterday because we were all together. So I don't have any plans as far as I know today. So I'm just gonna hang out by myself and, as a dog mom, treat myself
There you go.
on Mother's Day. I'm just kidding.
Are you getting some gas station sushi or what?
No, I'll probably go to Hy-Vee.
Is that any good?
I like it. It's cheaper than what it would be.
I just have a little trouble buying sushi in the middle of Iowa.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Sam's
I
has
haven't gotten
got-
sick yet.
Sam's has got good
And-
sushi.
It does?
Yes, real good.
Yeah, I take a risk. I do like myself some gas station sushi. Sometimes it just hits the spot.
Try Sam's sometime. It's pretty deadly good.
I mean, I feel like, yeah.
But then I don't know, unless
You only
it
live
makes me
once.
sick, I don't know bad sushi. So
See, yeah. It's just a risk sometimes I'm willing to take. If I get sick, I get sick.
yeah.
That's on me. But, yeah, no. I'll probably run to Hy-Vee, get 2 rolls, and that'll be dinner.
2 rolls, that be dinner?
Mm-hmm. Treat myself.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go to get my stuff for my fixins.
The grocery store. Hy-Vee, Aldi's, Walmart, all good options.
Do I cheat and do the pre-cooked twice baked potatoes, or do I make my own?
Make your own.
Depends on how motivated you're feeling. I don't know, Randy. He's got a lot on his plate. Maybe he needs a break.
But they'll know that they're pre-bought, and they'll give you shit about it. So
I don't know, will they? Sometimes it's so good you can't tell.
I bought one the other day that was in the like where you can buy mac and cheese and stuff. What was the name of that brand? And they had twice baked potatoes, and I took them out and I put them in the air fryer. And I never air fry anything.
I don't either.
Really?
I've been told I need to
never air
really use my air
we
fryer
use
more
an air
often.
fryer all the time.
But and I
Really?
just have a little dinky one, right? It's
Okay.
just
I
a
gotta-
little slide-in thing. I don't have a big one. I just have a little dinky one. But now my thing is every night after dinner, Sherry Griffin came over last week and she wanted cookies. Well, she just bought a tub of Nestle Toll House cookie dough, right?
Oh my gosh, that is so smart.
I've been taking a little piece of parchment paper, 2 pieces of parchment paper, taking a big old, probably a nice hand fist bowl,
Yeah.
smashing down and throwing a cookie in there every night and baking it in 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
genius.
It's
I-
been really.
Yeah, I'm in these. Actually, I'm going on a diet again, I think. So I probably shouldn't, but that does sound good now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get some Ivy.
Now
But
I'm hungry.
anyway,
Now
All
me
right,
too. I'm gonna go finish my breakfast.
nerds.
nerds.
My diet starts tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going
All
to I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get ready for dinner.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you guys haven't yet, follow us on social media at Cue the Mic Pod, or find us on YouTube at Cue the Mic Podcast. Subscribe, follow, download our episodes, do all the things. You know the drill.
And we
yeah.
promise next week will be more educational instead of just rambling.
Yeah, this is a good catch up though. People like
Boom.
these.
We're out of here.
Oh,
Done.
Randy. And we're done. All
see
right.
you, brother. See you, brother.
See you, brothers and sister.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Adios.